about the gag order? What's more un-American than taking away a defendant's First Amendment right to speech? He's a president. He's a former president. He's going to be the future president if you look at the polls, and you are taking away his voice. And you have not only taken away his voice, you have said that anybody that he controls, i.e. his campaign, people in his, we can't speak either about the certain things that are maybe unapologetically bad for their party, for their prosecutors, to talk about how we've got people in there from the Biden administration that came in specially to prosecute President Trump. We can't talk about that. We can't talk about how the judge should recuse himself and why he should recuse himself. This is anti-American.
I got another one.
And
I got another one.
Yeah.
Michael Cohen. Michael Cohen's their star witness. He's out there flame-throwing Donald Trump right now all over the place. He's raising money for his podcast and himself being a Trump flamethrower hater. And meanwhile, Trump is told to shut up and don't even mention Michael Cohen's name because he's a witness. Yeah. It's incredibly biased.
Yeah, it's a dual system of justice. I've said it a million times. And, you know, I asked Michael Cohen when he was on the stand, is there ever a podcast that you do where you don't mention President Trump? And he said, probably not. I mean, his livelihood is based on this man. It was before, it is now, it's his only relevancy. And now we have this dual system where he can talk about this case, but we can't talk about that, the fact that he is or him. It's crazy. Or they'll say it's witness intimidation. What about the defense? What about him having a fair trial? What about intimidating and corrupting a jury who's, you know, no matter what any juror says, that they won't go home and read the news. You know, they're hearing things. Let's be realistic. And we've got these people out there, and they can go on CNN and they can go on MSNBC and they can do podcasts and they can talk about their testimony and use it as an opportunity, these trials, to make money. But President Trump can't defend himself, and his team can't defend himself. It's not just him. And it's crazy.
Right,
it's just crazy.
I want to set this next soundbite up. Alyssa Farah used to be a comms person for Donald Trump. I used to go to the White House. I used to the comms shop, walk through there. She was so she loved Donald Trump. She gets an opportunity to be on The View, and she realizes the way you stay on The View is to be a Trump hater. And she flipped, and she became a Trump hater. Well, I think she blew their mind. I believe this was either today or yesterday. Take a listen to Alyssa Farah. I don't know, I guess being honest for one moment of her View tenure. Listen.
We've got to ring some alarm bells. The election's 7 months out. I don't trust polling. I do agree with that. I think you can take it on aggregate, and if the polls on aggregate are to be believed, Donald Trump very well may be president in 7 months.
You said you were in a good mood.
No, and I said I'm sorry. I know, I'm sorry to bring the mood down with my take, but I'm very worried.
But what's the good mood about?
I just happen to be in one.
What do you want, some kind of drug or something?
I know.
Well, so yuck, yuck, yuck. I got bad news for you, ladies of The View. Trump just might be president in 7 months. Coming from Alyssa Farah, who once was pro-Trump as they can get, and now has made a career on anti-Trumpism. Again, Alina, you're a better person for that right seat because you'll be at least honest at that table.
Yeah, but if you listen to her, what did she say? The word she used, I'm worried. It goes exactly to what I said. They're trying to create fear, and they know that people act out in fear. And if they don't have all the facts, they become fearful. If they don't have faith, they become fearful. And fear is a very crippling thing. And that's what they keep saying. I'm worried. I'm scared. Oh, he's going to do this. Oh, it's a revenge. And oh, give me a break. Our country is falling apart. Campuses are a disaster. Kids need to go back and do their homework and stop protesting because they're backed by some left-winging person. You're hurting the country. You're hurting our children. That's the future of our country. And if these people care about their children, I challenge them to look at their wallets, look at their homes, and look at what their kids are being taught and tell me how it's better now than it was under President Trump, because you cannot. You absolutely cannot with a straight face. So maybe it's clickbait. Maybe that's what they want, and they'll make their money that way. But I think moral compasses are kind of critical at these moments.
I got some clickbait. Go to my Twitter or X account, folks. I'm going to put up a poll. Where would Alina Habba be most useful to Donald Trump, as his press secretary or on that fifth seat, right side of The View, bringing some real facts to The View? Alina Habba, thank you both, because one of those two, it's in your future. It's got to be. Alina, thank you.
Thanks, Sarah.